Hey, what's going on, everybody? It's Nomis J coming at y'all, man. I know I've been missing for the last day or so, two. I had woke up Sunday. I had already pre-recorded a video earlier that day, but I was just not feeling good, and I didn't not like the energy of that video. What I was saying, how I was mashing the words. It was just really terrible. I had a massive headache that lasted literally the entire day. I was basically stuck in bed from the time I woke up to about 8:30 p.m. and you know, I had to re-scrap that video. I'm coming back with y'all to it tonight, so I had to I'm doing the recording as we speak, talking about this video as now. Basically, I'm doing the video now, and you know, it's just I was really in bad shape. So Monday was a little bit stressful too earlier today, so it's like, man, what I'm gonna do? So I'm coming with y'all with the content now for the last two picks of the draft. I know I'm late, but we got John Penisini, John Penn from Utah, man. This guy's a big untapped potential, man. That's who he is, big and untapped potential. I know a lot of people say he's only a guy who can take up space, and so far I think that's all you would need him to do. The guy has a high motor. When you see him on the film, one thing that you're going to take note is that motor. Aggressive, how he tries to use his hands, almost how Jashon was when he got in the league, trying to bat down balls and trying to throw his hands up and jump as high as he can do it. And the main thing you're gonna notice is that he gets double teamed a lot. That's without a doubt. When I seen the matchups against USC, I was like, man, they doubling this guy. Without a doubt. His play style isn't anything that's going to overly wow you, but what I did see in the guy is that he is aggressive. The more you double team, the more he seems like he plays harder. And I know that sounds weird, but it's just like, man, it like he gets better to me when you double team him. I know it's crazy to say that, but it does. Sometimes it seems like he gets more like I don't know, man. It's like I see him become more like he breaks through the more you try to double team. It seems like sometimes though he struggles when it's like one guard he's dealing with, like he has trouble trying to work his way around them. But when there's two guys pinned on him, I don't know why it feels like he finds a way to gate through and maybe get some pressure sometimes in and like get past the guys. I don't know why. I've seen at times it seems like he just broke past you. And I'm not saying like he's gonna be a sack artist or anything, but first off, I want to say this as well. No offense to Bradley and Nate, and no offense to Bradley and Nate fans, but at the end of the day, dude did get help from those two fat dudes in the middle. Let's keep it real, man. The Penisini and Fatu, he was benefiting off both of those guys. I don't care your average defensive end, no matter who you got, is going to benefit from those big guys in the middle. I don't care if he's average or elite level. At some point, he's going to benefit for the big guys in the middle. If they're good and doing their job, they're going to benefit. People have to remember that about a defensive end. You know what I'm saying? That's one thing y'all have to remember. And I've seen a lot of times where he benefited, not taking anything away from Bradley and Nate. It's just the facts, man. A lot of defensive ends get a lot of help from those big dudes in the middle. So, man, though that Utah defense was to me talented. From the film I saw, I rarely seen teams run up the middle with them like straight through those big guys, because you probably wouldn't go be able to do it. So you saw at times where he had to be on the field a little bit longer too on those play action passes, because the teams that did use a lot of play action passes, I think again USC might have been one of them. So they excuse me, he was out there a little longer than he probably should have. But I think, like, again, he's one of those guys. He and the next man, Jashon Cornell from Ohio State, and he's a backup defensive lineman, about mid 280, 6'3", 6'4", or something like that. So definitely a guy who could probably play behind Deshaun Hand. I will say this about him. Also untapped potential. He has he can be explosive from what I've seen, but it's kind of hard to find film on him, man. So some of y'all Ohio fans, if y'all out there, you can comment on the video if y'all can tell me a little bit more about him. That'd be very helpful. I just want to bring some light onto what we got in the draft. But the guy I can tell he has some talent. I think if he had ever got more of an opportunity, he probably would have been you know, he would probably been scouted a little bit better. So I think that's all it is. You know, he's just a rotation guy, but there must be something good or decent about him, because he is that Bob Quinn pick in the 7th round where he gets you because you are interested to him and he wants to get more, see more about you, what you are. That is kind of how Bob Quinn thinks. But I will say this, although it's a very 50-50 chance these guys make the roster, maybe the odds are less. If they can make the practice squad, I would be very happy with that, because I really wish the Lions and a lot of other teams would start like grooming these late round prospects better on the practice squad, so they can probably use them in the near future, not just like in a few games if somebody get hurt, but that you can turn them into a prominent player that you can honestly say you groom and develop. So, you know, that way you can get more out your draft picks, man. If you ever need to build depth on the team, if you have to rebuild and they fit the system, you know, it helps everybody. And I feel like if the Lions could take better advantage of that, that'd be cool. But if they don't, I mean, it is what it is. It wouldn't be the first time. I can understand why we went late. We already signed several defensive linemen, and we got guys that were young and returning, like Kevin Strong probably is returning. Then, you know, you got your top 3 starters. One's a $90 million man, and you still got free agency still left. So we'll see what moves they make there, but that's probably why they didn't go too high in the draft, and I know people were bummed, but I like the prospects. So we're going to see what happens with them a little bit further down the line. Y'all be cool about it, and you know what I'm saying. So, you know, if you disagree with me, anything I had to say in the video, just be respectful as I always say. It's your boy Nomis J. Don't forget to subscribe, download DSA members, and links to the channels and the website be in the description. It's your boy Nomis J, man, and I'm heading out. Peace.